I don't know how to say this, but the trend is your mother ducking friend. Besides that, I mean, you can screw up a lot. You can screw up a lot. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the longs you might enter, they could be a little bit off. You might have not quite nailed the bottom. But in the end, if you're going with the trend, if you're going with the wave, ultimately, you shall win. Today, oh my gosh, I'm already pumped up. I'm excited because we already traded CPI. I love when the volatility comes on in. It's just, it makes this place a better ducking place. I already took profit. I'm already deep in the green. I was recording the whole thing. I'll be releasing the video later on because I think it's extremely important to kind of point out the message that when you're going to trade CPI, that you have to be confident in the levels. You have to be understanding of the way price action moves in general. So why was I long at 61 here? Just think about it for a second. So I'm long 61, right? What was yesterday's levels? If you recall with me, okay? I don't want to bore you too much with the trade that happened this morning, but in the end, let's go here like this. Okay? Look at this. I'm going to take out all these drawings. This was yesterday, okay? So we have 60 and 62. Kind of this area that we were talking about yesterday. I was taking longs of 63. We nailed this long over here, but didn't take profit. That in itself is kind of like a lesson for me and for, you know, if you're watching, don't do like me. If you're happy with 5 points, 6 points, whatever it is, take profit. You know what I mean? It's fine to take profit. But anyways, I'm another special case. I'm another something else. Point is, we get up to the 74 level, 70 area. We were getting stuck yesterday. You guys remember this. So at the end, this is what I want to mention. We finally break down 60 and 63. Boom, we broke down. And then we get this trickle sell basically overnight. We get a trap to the downside here. And then what ends up happening? We consolidate. We continue to rally kind of from that trap. And then this is the key factor right here. This is it. If you miss this, you miss the whole thing. So 60 and 63 was this level of support yesterday, okay? We broke it down. We basically had a sell-off. And then what ends up happening here, the reason why I can't long here is because I don't know if we're going to actually get back above this level of resistance and continue on up with this obviously now very obvious move. I could have not predicted that. There's no way that I'm going to even sit here and bother at telling you that, you know, I knew that this was going to happen. Absolutely not. But price is king. This is why I cannot take a long here. It's too risky, if that makes sense. It's too risky to take a long there because we could have easily broken down. Now, I'm explaining to you this because now you're going to probably get the picture a little bit better. Let me just get my music going here. So, very simple. When we break down, all I'm watching for is a very simple thing. Can we do one of the two categories of trades that I like? Which is, number one, you guys know it's called the trap. So, meaning, if we had flushed all these lows here, you can see these lows here, okay? If we had flushed these guys down and reclaimed that, I would have been long. But that never happened, unfortunately. So I can't really just get long at the level of support. You can, but there's risk to it. Also, I was watching for 42. Maybe 42 was going to dip. Like that, we break down these lows here, right? If we broke down these lows, reclaimed those lows, I was obviously going to be long. And then the last one, my least favorite one, is this one that happened today. Why is this my least favorite one? Well, one, because you're going to be buying a little bit later because you could have been like, oh my God, look, I should have been long 50 instead of 60, right? Well, I'm giving you my reasons why I couldn't long 50 down there. So at the bottom below this breakdown, I'm looking for traps. When we reclaim this level of resistance, when we get back above the level of resistance, I am now going to hop in long in the continuation of the trend, which it's okay to buy on strength. Like, look at this. People are sometimes afraid to be buying on strength, and you shouldn't be, because when you're buying on strength, you are, you know, you're on the right side. Just buying with strength in itself is being on the right side of the overall trend. So it's a very simple kind of long idea here. We reclaimed 60. I took the long there at the 61, obviously, because price kind of moved up very quickly. It never really came back down. So I had to kind of hop in here at the 61 level. And then, boom, we ended up taking profit at one at the 70, one I think it was 68. And then we are already at my yesterday's target. If you recall, yesterday I was looking for ducking 70, mother ducking 76. And it was 2 ticks away from actually being filled. And therefore, I kind of gave all those gains back. But in the end, this was kind of inevitable. And I mean, we're again 2 ticks right below that 76. But what I want to point out here is that this is the same trade from yesterday. There's nothing different besides the fact that we rallied, we squeezed right back above it. But once we get back above that 60 level, it's the same idea, the same trade. Like from yesterday, we have 60, 63 level of support, not a big shocker. And then we're looking for a 76 push. And that's that. That's the game. But again, I just love when CPI or like volatility comes in, because at that point, we can start to actually get volume, you know what I mean? Get strength or weakness, traps, one or the other. Just give me something, you know what I mean? Like, but when we're just like chopping around, I don't like it. Very simple right now. I'm just waiting for the pullback above 63. I'm back bullish. I'm not shorting nothing. I think yesterday, end of the day, I ended up taking like 2 shorts, 2-point stops on each, and both times I got myself out. And in the end, it's like yesterday was off. Like I had the perfect idea to the long side on the stream and then to the short side yesterday, but I took myself out. I'll show you the short here I had going yesterday, which was here. So I got in long, I got in short yesterday. I mentioned it all, by the way, all on the Discord community. I was shorting at 64 here. Where was it? Yeah, I was short here. So I got short 64, and my stop was at 68.75. This is what I mentioned on the Discord community, right? So we have my stop sitting here. Right here. It would have never gotten triggered. Meaning, I should have just stayed short, right? Well, what ended up happening here is we got the little dip, and then we got this rip. And then once I got in the red, I'm like, nah, this thing is going to hold 63 and it's going to rip on up even higher towards the 76. So I take a loss at 66. 2 points. Nothing major, but again, if I had just stuck with the plan, in hindsight, obviously, well, that was the right call, because in the end, I just had to kind of hold that one more swing through. And then look at that. It was a straight waterfall right after that. Waterfall. And then today it's simple. Back again above 60. Well, we're looking long again. This thing's gonna go to the 76 now without me, isn't it? It's too easy if it did it yesterday. What the hell am I listening to? What is this? Speed Racer, I didn't even answer you. GM, good morning. Let's see what happens in market open. I don't know if I'm actually going to trade, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get another trade, but I need this to dip first. You know what I mean? I want to be buying here. Something worth noting, I think we closed at the 51 yesterday. Whoa. Did you guys see that? What was that? Yeah, we closed at 51.50 yesterday, so keep that in mind. We are opening up with a gap to the upside right now. Is all this move going to be given back? I have no idea, but I just know that we're getting stretched. We're almost at 76. They're my target from yesterday. It couldn't do it yesterday with me, right? It had to wait. That's okay. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get my water over here. Kind of tuck it down here. All right. What you know about I already feel like leaving. I'll be honest. I don't know if I want to trade here, but doesn't matter. We're gonna still stay here for now. This is such BS, though. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. I should have left a runner all day, like I said I was gonna do it. Yesterday we were looking for this exact move from the 63 towards that 76. We're about to hit it now. They couldn't do this yesterday, right? The happiness, and I know. Come on, I'm hopeful that we get a sell here or something. I don't know how much higher we're gonna get, but I hope we pull back. You might be wondering, well, where can I short? Really? If you're wondering that, I mean, look, I'll be nice, but basically, I mean, arguably, we got denied here yesterday, exactly at 75.50. Same thing. We got denied here yesterday. I'm not touching this short, but be my guest if you want. I'll be simply waiting for some type of dip and then buy it. Until 60 doesn't break down again, I'm not bearish anymore. If we break this thing down here, I'm bearish. Right now, I want to see if we can somehow dip. Something like that. And I think ultimately the trade already happened. I mean, arguably was down here, but that's not enough of a trap. I wouldn't need, that's nowhere near a trap. That's just a good old bounce from support. The trap was done overnight here. I believe it was, yeah, 3:32 p.m. That's not overnight. 3:50, yeah, right before the market closed here. Well, either way, the trapping has been done, so we squeeze. Look at this daily chart. Look at this ducking daily chart. First, I'll show you the hourly. Let me take all these drawings out here. What is this? This is the hourly chart. That's looking like a trap to me down there. I don't know why, but that is